What's going on? It's your boy CJ Goodfella back with a boxing video. Of course, it's the boxing clinic. And apparently I heard from Dante's Boxing Nation on this little radio show today. That's very, very good. I love that show. Just really focused on it today, man. I heard that Erikson Lubin is bringing in Danny Jacobs for sparring this week. It's been a lot of hoopla made about Charlo having the perfect sparring and Errol Spence for Charlo. For Erikson Lubin. Not Erikson, I'm hearing Erikson Lubin is bringing in Danny Jacobs to help him spar, get good money. And for him, that's a good experience, but in sparring, you can't mimic what's going to happen in a real fight because of the crowd, the energy. In sparring, you got your coach where you can hear them directly. Some coaches you see sit in the ring with you and tell you what you're doing wrong, and you can stop the sparring and give learning experience. And fighting, you don't get that. And boxing, when you're in a real match, you gotta get experience. You gotta hear over the crowd, hear your trainer. Y'all get that rapport. Making adjustments, the lingo you talking about in the corner, and going out there and doing it. All these experiences that you get, that's why you see guys fight. 20, 15 to 25 fights before they really step up in competition. On the elite world championship level, even in this watered down age, because repetition, on a pro level. I understand Lubin, I've been watching for a long time since he turned pro at 18. All those good things. You can spar with the best of them. You can dig up Rocky Marciano. You can dig up Sugar Ray Robinson. You can get all those great guys in sparring, but you can't mimic a fight. You can't mimic it. And that's why you need those experiences. And you guys saw with Jesse Hart, he had an easy way up the ladder. He didn't fight anybody of note. And you see the difference between a Gilberto Ramirez, who was inactive at the time for the most part, coming off an injury and a subpar performance. The difference between him and Jesse Hart. You've seen it. You've seen the experience level. You've seen the refined skills from Gilberto Ramirez. You've seen the composure. All those things are not talents. Those are experience learned from experience, from everything he took in. From sparring guys that he sparred like Canelo. I understand the sparring, but he got all those experiences through the ring and in-ring experiences when it counted. And those are the things that guys like Jesse Hart and Erikson Lubin are missing. It takes a special individual to be able to jump over the process and do it. And Lomachenko's a special individual, but remind you, this guy had pro fights in a little pro-am little thing they had somewhere else, and he was a 2-time gold medal winner. You know what I'm saying? He had over 400 amateur fights with only one loss. So he had that experience, and he had a little pro experience before he jumped to the pros, a few fights in that pro-am league. But Lubin is bringing Danny Jacobs. It'll be a great experience for him. But if Danny Jacobs is only going to be in there should be his last week sparring. The fight is 2 weeks. If he's going to be in there for 1 week, you can't gain all the experience from a couple sparring sessions. Jamel sees, Errol Spence on a regular basis. They spar Robert Brand on a regular basis. That's just their team. They spar each other, And you guys are going to see it. I see my boy Town Business on the Dante's Boxing Nation, and another guy, I forget his name, I haven't seen him before, but he knew his shit on the radio show. They was very strongly picking Erikson Lubin. Everybody's picking Erikson Lubin, to beat Charlo. But people, I haven't did the film study exclusively yet, so my opinion can change. We know that it sways and it changes. But I'm telling you guys, Charlo is a great boxer. He's a better boxer than his brother. I'm trying to tell you. I watched a lot of his early fights, and you're going to see a little bit more of that old Ronnie Shields mixed with that Derrick James fight. It's going to all come together for him. And we'll see, man. I just don't want no excuses about taking credit away from Charlo after he beats Erikson Lubin, if he beats him. But we gone.